Is that all? And is that? Or they don't come after looking at the presentation, so that they never put a pass in there. They find it easier again and maybe some. Do you have some sort of a percentage? In those percentage there? Yes. Okay, shall we start at 9 o'clock? Today is a little bit in depth of thin lenses part 2. Last time I hope you had time to go through. Now I'll be talking again. Did you go through the questions that I did in the class as well as the lens questions and so on? So, again, I am just giving you a summary of it. And we need to do some questions in the class. Right? So, yes, summary of image formation from concave and convex lenses. Now, for example, formation infinity, beyond infinity and optical center is like this. So I hope you get this difference because we drew in the class. And then classical, make a next. So if you look at the convex lens, so normally if you can remember this table, I can ask for your exam. I fill in the blanks. I can give no infinity now. Where is the image look? F2 means second focal point. The method between 2F2 and F2 means between C and F2. So take it. So maybe some blank, blank. I can give a big question like this. That is why I asked you to make some thought. So all in all, make them up. Right. These are the types of FAQs that I have found in videos.com. Which type of lens is known as converging? It is known as convex. And why concave lenses are known as diverging lenses? Concave lenses are known as diverging because they diverge rays after falling into the concave lens. Which lens has the negative focal length? So concave has a negative focal length. Which lens is thicker in the middle and thinner in the edges? It should be convex. Where are concave lenses used? Concave lenses are used in telescopes and spy holes. Some of the applications, right? And then here's the important part. Lens equation and Newton's lens equation. So lens equation normally you know. For lens. Mirrors plus 9. So this is for lenses. Now you need to draw this. Okay, and then I'll make a turn down because I'm trying to get Newton's lens. So draw this with AB dash. And also draw convex lens. An object is placed away from 2F, that is H in height. Appear the AB the different colors mark. So what will be the A dash, B dash? Right. In a particle, if you can see, they have colored two different rectangles for the balloon. One rectangle is this one. Sorry, triangle is this one. And the people are in the Chanda mode again. What happened to the election? How many cast vote? And then I do that. Other eye. No. Did you cast vote? No. Yeah, I'm worried about the country boy. And I don't even know the people. Scale is too little. I'm very affection broke out of So what happened? The final summary, I don't know. Who won? Majority to winner. Some places they have, some places no. But then you are global environment and they have a lot of that our films are like I cut I Because waste of time. I don't know. Now see, consider a convex lens with an optical center O, F be the principal focus, R the focal length. An object AB is held perpendicular to the principal axis at a distance beyond the focal length and not the lens. Yes. A real inverted magnified image A dash B dash is formed in the figure. Right? So, draw this. Uh, in the meantime, did you guys talk about the next factor? Yeah. I told you this. Goes from orange to permanent. Is there any possibility that we can go and visit something and we organize the function to be there? That is okay. Do you guys know? அந்த ரிப்போர்ட் ஆகல பாரு அது போ ஆண்டாங்க ரிப்போர்ட் வந்து கேரியர் அது ஜாம் ஜாம் சிக்கோ सब बालक के when do I have to give the marks of the assignment? Exam business. So I may and the assignment take a run. So I got it. You gave me the assignment. So I need to correct it. When is that? Before the 13 lectures still now and take a picture of marks and all that 100 billing I can give, I don't know the percentage that is built. And once I get it from whom I have to inform the marks. 20% from the assignment. Did you send the assignment? No, that's it. 40% from the assignment. I'm seriously I didn't know when do I have to give it out. I mean, subjects to go 25%. And 100 that would be 80 that was 40% like that. Somehow it's a I gave the name list. Like a tabu and Sachi Amitra like things. I don't know who well, you know, you get to the knowledge, it can make one same person into two ways. And I was like, I went inside and checked it. So I was like, okay, now 13 students are given. And our upset the who and key and get up to 50. Altogether, if you have 80 students, then it's 11. And it's deeper than how they cut it, that percentage is low. I have no idea. But are they going to see? And just in case, one of the concern madam that we marks they narration. Oh. How to do? I don't know whether he needs the assignments of yours. එහෙමත් ඕනෙත් නැහැ. නම ඩවුන්ලෝඩ් කරලා whatever link එකක් ෂෙයාර් කරලා මෙන්න ළමයි ටික ඔක්කොම සයින්ස්. උදාර පරණයි අලුතයි ඔක්කොම දෙන්නේ. ඒක මේල් එකේ තියෙනවා. ඉතින් check afterwards on valuable අපිට දෙන්න finish. reference ඔක්කොම දුන්නා. මම මේකට මේක කියලා දානවා. මම ඒක ඇතුලේ ආයි PDF ඇතුලේ හරි දාලා මම කෝලම් කරන්නේ. I just look an idea whether the student identity. Then I do one. If I have the guideline, once I 20 pounds. Online බලන්න ලේසි නෑ. සමහරකට අන්තිම පිටුවස්සෙත් අපිට සමහරකට අන්තිම පිටුවස්. දෙමත් තමයි මම. We think it's the last page. But no, we need to check the total number of pages the student wrote. අපි ඉන්නේ තේ final එකේදී තමයි. සමහරකට ආදී finish කියලා නැති. ඒ සමහර මෙහෙම බලලා ඇතුලේ යන ඉහළ. Random marks can I read. I read everything. ඔයගොල්ලෝ grammar දාපස්සේ I read it. It takes time. So I want to fix before the end of my I will share this. All right. I may hand in Nati next. Right. On the balanda, from the given figure, we noticed මෙයාලා notice කරලා තියෙනවා A dash B dash divide by AB. මේ අර වස්තු උත්සව බෙදීම ප්‍රතිබිම්බ උත්සව OB දුර බෙදීම අන්‍යයට එනවා කියලා. That means OB dash divide by B. වස්තු දුර බෙදීම normal magnification. Similarly, they have taken the triangle of what? A dash B dash F. A dash B dash F. What can you say? So from looking at that, A dash B dash divided by OC is equal to F B dash OF. අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කියනවා නේද if these triangles are similar that මෙයාගේ මේකට සමාන වෙන්න මෙයාගේ උස මේකට සමාන so that's has been done. ඒ වුණාට අපි දන්නවා OC කියලා කියන්නේ this OC කියලා කියන මේක is equal to your මේක AB දාලා ආයි බලන්න. ඉතින් මේ දෙන්න සමාන කරලා right? එතකොට මේක first equation එක වෙනවා. මෙතෙන්ට AB දැම්මම second equation. ඒ ටික හදමු බලන්න. Afterwards මේ දෙන්න සමාන කරලා මෙන්න මේ ප්‍රකාශය ගන්න. Can you get that? Finally, you will get something like මේක එනවාද බලන්න. Starting is that we have the triangles. Creating 1 and 2, sign convention එක දාලා ඉතින් normal එක එනවා right so this I can give it to just derive the formula for the lens equation okay so like yeah. I'm examining right. Any problem in deriving this? What ahana? Did you get it? මෙතන ඊට පස්සේ මේ කට්ටිය මෙතන minus u දාලා තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සට plus v and then f is your focal length. හරි? පස්සේ මෙයාත් එක්ක cross multiplication කරලා vf මේක ඊට පස්සේ මේ කට්ටිය ඔක්කොම vuf එකකින් බෙදුවම මේ කට්ටිය කැපිලා අපිට 1/f අපේ normal set. Can you please better this? I'm doing this because little bit of change එකක් වුණාට පස්සේ Newton's lens equation එක ගන්න. Right? The lens equation එක හරියට පුළුවන් ඉන්න බෑ Newton's lens එක. Right? That's it. You get it? කොහොමද අමාරුත් නැතනම් අහන්න. Right? Okay. මම අනිත් එකට යනවා. Here. Now the Newton lens equation. Now normally පොට්ටක් මෙතන differentiation එක මෙයා u and v නෙමෙයි ගන්න. They are using p and q. We normally ගන්නේ u and v නේ. U is the object distance, p is your image distance. මෙයා ගන්නේ p and q. Then same thing, f to එහා පැත්තේ not away from this. It's a p lens and this side image distance is q. So what is happening? They are measuring the distance from the f. Image එකට මේ පැත්තේ f එකේ ඉඳලා දුර x2 මෙයාගේ ඉඳලා f ට දුර x1. Right? Now right now. But I'm not showing the derivation of Newton's lens. Normal lens equation එක හරි. The difference is they have used two variables x1 and x. ඒක යන්නේ f ඉඳලා object distance, f ඉඳලා image distance. Not from the principal axis. ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් මතක. Same thing like මේකම තමයි මේ ඇඳලා තියෙන්නේ but p and q එක different this thing. If I change the same thing, we are getting P, we are getting Q, but we additionally have in the Dura x1 and this Dura x2. Now we are using the Cartesian lens formula. Cartesian lens formula කියනකොට මෙයාගේ 1/b minus හැබැයි Gaussian lens formula to make a plus. So this is a given data. What are we trying to do is, may P and Q substitute how can we measure this? So P can be written as F plus X. Q can be written as F plus X. So may formula X1, X2 substitute there's a given thing. X1 and X2 multiplication should be equal to X. To make the offer to the head to the other. Right, okay, we'll do some questions. Right? Yes. Oh, yeah. I don't want to find it, but this is the equation you need. Normally, what I can have to do them. Also, that we need. Yeah. I just follow you to check the new problem. Right? Making ganda. F is negative for a diverging lens. What is a diverging lens? Diverging lens negative lens. Again, we'll use right? Then make a clear lens equation lens equation we just found out there's a Gaussian lens formula, but lens equation is from Cartesian lens sine convention. Where again normal Gaussian lens formula again we use certain two variables, that is x1 and x2 but we are using as P and Q. Right, so here are two Ganandika. If I give such questions to your exam, can you do it? Then an object is 15 centimeter from the converging lens. So converging lens again 15 centimeters. That means and has a focal length of 10 centimeters. Where is the image? So how can you know? අපි දන්නේ focal length එකයි 15 centimeters කියන විතරයි. So okay, ඇඳලා අයවනවා කරනවට වඩා කෙලින්ම if you can use it, how do you find? You can මෙතන මතක තියාගන්න ඕන එක තමයි f squared is equal to x1. අර lens equation වල ඉස්සුලට නෑ මම ලේසි එකක් කියන්නේ. So our x1 is equal to earlier x1 is equal to p minus f. Then p p is 15, f is 10. So our x1 is 5 centimeters. Focal length 10 centimeters. So our focal length is 10 centimeters now. 10 squared is equal to 5 into x2. x2 කියලා කියන්නේ කවුද? Focal length එකේ ඉඳලා මෙච්චරක් මෙයාට. දැන් focal අපේ x2 එතන මෙතන එනවා 20 centimeters. බලන්න. හැබැයි 20 centimeters කියන්නේ මේක. නමුත් අපේ f1 එක 10 නේද? But after Q Q is equal to F plus X2. That means 10 plus 20. So the answer is right. But this thing you should keep in. This is using Newton's lens formula. Right? So Mama Ganam, I will be telling using lens formula. Find this. Using Nikan lens formula, this. And normal lens formula, the Newton lens. So these are from Newton lens. So try 1 and 2. Right? Second exercise. Did you check the question? An object is 15 centimeter from a diverging lens. Another lens එක වෙනස් වෙලා. So diverging it should be minus. Which has a focal length of minus 10 centimeters. Where is the image? Then same thing. Okay, lens එක mark. So what are we doing is we are just introducing the negative sign. මෙතන same thing ගිහිල්ලාම ඔන්න එයා වෙන answer එකක් දෙන්න. The first converting, the second one is direct. දෙක දෙකක් කියලා කියනවා නේද? Earlier slides, I have given lens maker's equation to be but here again I have attached it. So today only lens. I told you that uncounted lenses we will be doing here. So today is the one that we are doing. Right. Make again ready piano the second question. And Manish. Right. Next. An object is 8 centimeters from the converging lens. Focal length is 7 centimeters. Where is the image? Again. An object is P and Q. Object is 8 centimeters from a converging lens. Where in P 8 centimeters. Focal length is a picture, right? X1 handle. So once you know that, X2 So they have given object is 8 centimeters from a converging lens. So P is 8 centimeters. F is 10. So we are converging, so positive. Where is the image? Image you go ahead again, Q. Where is the Q? But we know X is equal to X1. Sorry, X1 is equal to P minus F. So P can how the 8. That means 8 minus 10 minus 2 centimeters. But we know X2 we know F is equal to X1 into X2. So X1 minus 2 times X2. F again 10. 10. Per square, F square. So 100 divided by minus 2, X2 can minus 50. So minus 50, X2. Minus 50 again. So we should know what is our Q. Q is equal to Q minus F. So what is our Q? Sorry, X2 is equal to Q minus F. Right. So we have X2 done. Right, X2 can 50 centimeters. Right? Q done F can 10. So the mate and plus 10. So Q is equal to minus 46. And that means the left side of the lens. Okay, then, and may of Alim Karapu, power of a lens, 1 over F, diopters, it should be meter, on one lens, meters. 1 over meters, reciprocal, like a diopters, we measure it. Right? It is a cube. So the converging convex lens is positive, concave lens is negative. Next, linear magnification. It's also given slide if you can remember. And I hope you guys have started the studying part. Wait now, when do we have to finish? Like finishing time. Everybody's in different places there. Well, this is our 8th lecture. Of course. And how many 7 presentations I have given here? 7 presentations given. That means we have another 3. Right? 2 days. Revision. I already give it. Section after non revision. Section after non revision. So now let's just again full day revision. What's the polarization? Polarization diffraction color. Which colors? What kind of part have you and an optical is What I plan is I will finish thin lenses, go for optical instruments. Optical instruments are nothing is alarm ratio, never only lens systems. So I will do a then polarization and whatever. But mother, interference refraction you have section what is 8? Number 8. And photometry, polarization, and optical. Photometry. See, I go ordering but so linear magnification. What is linear magnification? The apparent enlargement of an object to the image. The make but this is called the linear magnification. So mama කලින් ඒවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතක නම් මේවට මයිනස් දාලා තිබ්බා magnification අපි plus minus we worry plus or minus magnification when it is r the inverted or but normally we take the magnitude magnification whether it's enlarged or minimized. But if it is possible, I'm a kind of magnification. But normally it is the magnification is minimum. Whether it's positive or negative. Then maybe minus. So don't worry if it is there. Just value. Something. It's a numerical value, it's a dimensionless, unitless, right? Then, now we are the lens systems. What is happening? When two or more lenses are used together, they can create. So when we have a lens system. So lens systems හදන්න පුළුවන් විදි ටිකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. මේවා අඳුනා ගන්න පුළුවන්. So we can merge. Now not only one. Now couple of them. Then මෙයාට මේ පැත්තට එහෙම කරලා fix කරන්න. මේ පැත්ත convex කරන්න. and මේ දෙන තාම මොන හරි කරන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට මෙච්චර හැදුවේ biconvex. හරි biconvex and concave. So we have different range. So then again the diffraction is. There are problems when lens maker's equation. Lens maker's equation has mu, refractive index in the lens. And the problem is so that is why we are coming into this. So lenses in contact. When contact lenses there here I work. Why did I spend much time on contact lenses? Why? The reason is that. Lens systems. Last time. So I know what I'm going to talk in the other weeks. Here we are. Why? So contact lenses or simply contacts are thin lenses that are placed directly on the surface of the eye. Lens system normally they are ocular prosthetic devices used over 150 million people worldwide. So it's normally work as a compound, right? So the depiction of a compound lens is shown in the window. Compound lenses are the type of lenses that features two thin lenses and mounted on a common axis, usually closer to each other, symmetrical. So these are lens systems. We use simple systems and compound lenses. But system because now we are talking about lens system. So on the common focal length of a system can be taken like this. Make a part of that. If it is a lens system, we normally take the compound focal length system as area reciprocal length plus reciprocal focal length. Right? So whatever the number of this thing, if we have two P focal lengths, system, two clear lengths. මෙයාලට ඕන විදිහට plus මේක දාලා අපේ compound මේක ගන්න. Can you remember in electricity you learned මෙයා resistance එක මෙහෙමයි, මෙයා resistance එක මෙහෙමයි, මෙයා resistance එක මෙහෙමයි. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ R1, R2, R3 එහෙම ගත්තා නේද? ඒක මොකක්ද? සමක ප්‍රතිරෝධය කියලා හක්කුවා නේද? Can you remember? So 1 over R is equal to R1 plus R2. මේක ඉගෙන ගත්තා නේද? Can you remember? Similar thing here. Right? So, since the power of the reciprocal of the focal length, what is evident in this case? For thin lenses in contact, it is pretty clear that combined power of the system is given by adding the powers of the individual lenses. But what if the lenses aren't in contact with each other? So what can we do? If the lenses are separated by a distance d, what is distance then in this case the combined focal length can be calculated using the formulas they have introduced. One is lenses in contact නම් කෙලින්ම දාන්න. lenses දෙක අතර පොඩි ගියහක් තියෙනවා නම් this. Right? So can you write down? What happened? No buses? You also came from Bandar. Huh? What happened? Huh? You slept? Then? Huh? There are buses in the hotel. You are also coming from Hapotel, isn't it? Then? Huh? Mother. Then I'm in the So you two, the people who have the LMS, and you two have mailed me on May 2nd. You mailed me on. You also sent to me. So I don't have access to LMS. You sent me an email, right?
I sent you.
I got it on May 2nd. Both of you are. You also
before the deadline is submitted.
Yeah, you have mentioned it, so I will consider them as correct deadline. But the thing is, I didn't know because everybody has mailed me, and I have given the instructions to mail. So I don't know. In the group also it has asked to mail me, so that means not uploading to the LMS. So two different instructions. Just to mail and upload, and because some people they don't have access to upload to LMS, and even I also given the LMS access on 30. So it's okay, I'll consider it, but we'll go through the things as you also uploaded on 30th. 30th, both of you uploaded on 30th.
Yes.
I got the mail on 2nd. Both of you sent on 2nd, right?
Yeah, after saying you visible, I get up.
Okay, let's. Right. Then what is a focal system? So when the distance of separation between two lenses is equal to the sum of the individual focal length, the combined focal length is infinite and make the refracted brightness parallel to each. Then make F1 and F2, then again make up the first one is make so much here and show this is your short thing. Okay, F1. So what is your compound one is F is equal to 1 over F1 plus 1 over F2. If these two guys have some sort of a distance D, So then what is your F? The answer is 1 over F1 plus 1 over F2 minus D, that is F1 dot. Then they are saying the other one is if D is equal to F1 and F2, that means D is equal to F1 plus F2 now. See, when the distance of the separation between two lenses D is equal to the sum of the individual focal length, the combined focal length is infinite. Then F, then F is finite. Instances do not get it. That is next. Fourth, achromatic dot. So I can ask for the exam what is an achromatic dot. That means for one chromatic means for color and take a chromatic color extra what will happen. Achromatic doublet like thin lens අපි combined lens එකක් use කරලා තියෙනවා. හැබැයි we are using two wavelengths. Two wavelengths normally අපි යන්නේ red violet range එකේ are brought into focus. Then red and violet then focus උනොත් this is one of the application of using compound lens system where chromatic aberrations are correct. So these are the instances of lens systems. I will make a short note. Application of compound lenses. What can we use for the compound lenses? Reduce the defects caused by a single lens. Get an direct image of an object. Increase the magnification of the image. Right? Right. Then මෙන්න මෙයාගේ කොහොමද අරක ගන්න කියන එක. මේකත් පෙන්නලා මෙන්න. Otherwise you will also be worried what happened. So this is a compound lens system, okay? කොහොමද ගන්න. So shall we draw and go one by one? And compound lens focal length එක ගන්න. Yes, we have 1 hour to go. So මේ දෙන්නම එකට එනකොට පළවෙනි එක්කෙනාගෙන් විතරක් ආවොත් E දෙවෙනි එක්කෙනාගෙනුත් පොඩ්ඩක් ගහම ආවොත් V1. So there are two image receivers V and V1. So two lenses AB, F1, F2 contact with each other. O is the common principal axis කියලා අපි ගණන් කරනවා. Image එකක් දාගන්නවා. In two places I and I1. මෙතන P කියලා වොන් පේනවා සම්දිත් තමයි. මෙතන P PI and PI1 and PI2 කියලා දෙකක් තියෙනවා. P and P1. අපි ඒගොල්ලෝ 1 and 2 නෙමෙයි PI and PI1. right? PI කියන්නේ final image distance. PI2 කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක V1 කියලා ගන්නවා. first lens එකෙන් හදන image. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ කරලා තියෙන්නේ first lens එකට කාර්ය සමීකරණය දාලා තියෙනවා. second lens එකට වර්ධනය වුණොත් කාර්ය සමීකරණය දාලා තියෙනවා. ඒ දෙක එකතු. right then first එකට අපි 1 and 2 equations එක ගන්නවා. first එකෙන් බැලුවොත් කොහොමද වෙන්නේ? second එකෙන් බැලුවොත් කොහොමද වෙන්නේ? අපේ ඒතකොට second එකේ V and V1 තමයි වෙනස් වෙන්නේ. right මේක පටල ගන්න එපා මට මේකයි කියන්න ඕනේ. PO TI1 කියලා ගන්න. මෙයා තමයි අපේ U. මෙයා තමයි අපේ V. මෙයා තමයි අපේ V1. හරිද? next මේකට යන්න. මෙතන first එකේ V1 තමයි අපට අන්තිම මෙයා. එතකොට එයාගේ යන මේ එක්කෙනා වෙන්නේ U initial. හැබැයි දෙවනි system එකේදී යනකොට මෙයා V and V1 දෙන්න වෙනස්. අරයාගේ object distance එක මෙයාගේ image distance එක වෙනවා. ඇයි අපි මෙයා තනියම බලලා එකයි මෙයා තනියම බලලා එකයි දෙන්නම එකතු කරලා එකයි. This. Then finally you will get focal length for the equivalent lens system. හරිද example එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා ගන්න. Can you try that තනියම? I want you to know හැබැයි මේක combine lens system. අතරමැද හිස්තිනවා මොනවද කියලා නේ කෙලිම combine lens system. අතලවල තියෙන්නේ. So three lenses in contact. මං කිව්වේ 1 or 2 or 3 you can do it. No problem. Right? So what will happen? Three lenses in contact and have combined focal length of 12 centimeters. Then තුනකගේ set එක තමයි 12 centimeters. That means our equation should be එතකොට මේ capital F කියන එක 12 centimeters කියලා තියලා තියෙනවා. When the third lens is removed, the combined focal length become 60 divided by 7. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක අපි F1 හරි මොකක් capital S first එක ඊළඟට F dash වෙලාවේදී යාගේ value එක 60 divided by 7. ඒ කියන්නේ මොන වෙලාවද? That means F1 plus F2 වෙලාවේදී නේද? එතකොට දැන් මොකද හොයන්නේ? අපෙන් අහන්නේ අනිත් එක්කෙනාගේ lens එකේ F3 ගේ මේක කීයද කියලා. ඒතර මෙතන ආදේශ කරලා හොයන්න තියෙන්නේ. Check the positive and negative. තුන්වෙනි lens එකේ F එක අහන්න. third lens එකේ මේක. තුනක් එකතු කරාම focal length එක. එච්චරයි දෙකක් එකතු කරාම focal length. එච්චරයි. තුන්වෙනි එක්කෙනාගේ So can you do the next thing? So මෙයා කියන්නේ 12. You know 12 centimeters, right? So the මෙයාගේ F1 and F2 ගේ එකතු කියන්නේ 60 by 7 plus 1 over F3. So making an answer එකේ reciprocal එක තමයි F3. ඉනගානද දෙන්නේ. So F3 මේ කට්ටිය කියන්නේ -30 එන්නේ කියලා ගන්න බලන්න. Look at the line. right බලන්න එනවාද කියලා. So they are getting -30. That means a diverging lens. It should be a diverging lens with a focal length of -30. And on the answer. Right, මම මේ වගේ question එකකට යන්න. What do they have? ඔන්න දැන් මේවා තමයි questions අහන්න පුළුවන්. Right? මේ වගේ එකට මම අනිවාර්යෙන් සමීකරණ දෙනවා. Right? සමීකරණ දෙන්න පිළිබඳව දන්නේ නැහැ. මේ වතුරක් ගන්නවා. So you have two identical glasses of equiconvex lenses empty intact but space දාලා තියෙන්නේ filled with water. And the focal length of combination එක කොහොමද කියලා හදන්න. මේක හදන්න කොහොමද කියන එක පෙන්නන්න this is considering the radius of curvature එක මෙතනට යනකොට මෙයා යන්නේ concave lens එකක් හැටියට. මේ දෙන මැද්දේ වතුර දැම්මට වතුර shape එක යන්නේ concave shape එකක් හැටියට අරගෙන වතුර මේක මෙහෙමයි කියලා. හැබැයි they have given the refractive index. එහෙම ආවොත් here's the equation. ඒකට දාලා හදන විදිහක් නෙමෙයි මේක මම වැඩි කියන්නේ because we have been doing the lens makers equation. This is all තවත් clear වෙයි මොකද්ද මම කියන්නේ. So how about this one? මෙන්න මේක පොඩ්ඩක් can you try it alone? දැන් තියෙන්නේ convex එකයි concave එකයි දෙක. fix කරන්න. combined lens system එක දෙක දෙක. convex දෙකක් නෙමෙයි convex එකයි concave. ඊට බලන්න how are you going to get the power? And the left bar. Derive an expression for the equivalent focal length for two thin lenses kept in contact. It's a normal derive. ඒ කියන්නේ කොහොමද? convex එක 40 මේක අනිත් එක කොහොමද තියෙන system. convex එකේ 40 centimeter concave 25. Then we have F1, we have F2. Our economic lamai කෙලින්ම ගන්න පුළුවන් මෙහෙම. නමුත් මේ වගේ lens system එකකට අර අපේ කලින් ගත්ත එක දාගත්ත නම් ලේසි නේද? ඒක තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ මේ කරන්නේ. So the F you know, F2 is a minus because it's a divergent lens. So power එක වෙන්න මේ දෙන්නගේ එකතුවේ අනිත් පැත්තනේ 1 over ඉතින් මෙයා centimeters තියෙනින්ද මෙතන 100 කරලා I told diopters should be in meters. Centimeters වලින් ගාවුද මේ 1 over f එක මේවා කරලා. මෙතන -1.5 diopters එක අරගෙන තියෙනවා. ඒක නෙමෙයි මට කරන්න ඕනේ. this one. දැන් ළමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ notes කරනවා නම් මම මේකයි අහන්නේ. 1 over capital F is equal to 1 over f1 plus 1 over f2 කියන එක අපිට වෙන විදිහට ලියන්න පුළුවන් නේද? That is f1 into f2. මේ පැත්තට ගියොත් f2 plus f1 කියලා නේද? මේක හරියට හැදුවොත් f සමානයි f1 into f2 divide by f2 plus f1. මෙන්න මේක ගන්න පුළුවන්ද බලන්න in this instance. ඒක තමයි මේක. Did you see? පොඩි assumption එකක් කරලා තියෙනවා. පළවෙනි lens එකකින් හැදෙන ආස්තික ප්‍රතිපදින දෙවෙනි lens එකකින් හැදෙන එක්කෙනාට සමානයි කියලා. ඒකද කරගෙන ඉන්නේ. ඇත්තට නෑ ඒ assumption එක කරලා. ඒ assumption එක කරොත් තමයි we can get this version. Any questions regarding this? Any questions? Yes? So complement area have been on this. Yes? Okay. Because we got some questions. Like a place here. Yes. So you have two questions to do at home. The Micah's කරලා පෙන්නුවා අනිත් එකේ මේ බලන්න similar thing. An object 5 centimeter is placed at a distance of 20 from a convex mirror and position of the එතන mirror එකට දැම්ම ගමන් එළිම form. And mirror එකත් එක්ක ගන්න පුළුවන්. So similar to that, on a convention වලින් මේවා කරලා image එක form වෙන්නේ කොහෙද what is happening. So now we are talking about systems. ඒක තමයි ඉස්සර mirrors කරලා lenses කරලා and the system. Right, so you have to try that. Again another one, convex lens placed coaxially with a convex mirror. Lens and mirror. Convex lens. ඔය එහෙම આવොත් කොහොමද? එතකොට මෙයාට වෙනම බලන්න ඕනේ image එක අනිත් එක්කෙනාට යන්නේ කොහොමද බලන්න ඕනේ? ඒක ඒ විදිහටම තමයි යන්නේ, but you need to consider them as a system. And I want to concentrate on this. Makeup topic. Yes, lens makers equation. Make again one කලින් කිව්වා. What if we have මෙන්න මේක තමයි අර කලින් ගානේ තිබ්බේ මොකක් හරි වගුරු ගන්නවා. So here what you have, it's another formula. Now you learn three formulas: lens equation, Newton's lens, and this is lens maker. Right? So we are given used by giving the relationship between the focal length, refractive index, radii of curvature, වක්‍රතාවය ගැන ඒ තුනම ගැනම ඔළුවට දෙනවා නම් අරක නිව්ටන් කෙනෙම PQ exercise. මෙතන refract. Radius of curvature. නිකන් lens එකේ object distance. So අවස්ථා තුනට three different equations. So what do we have for a thin lens? I will not give the equation, so you have to memorize. For a thin lens, P is the power of the lens. Kelima power not the focal length. Yes, lens maker. Power is equal to 1 over f. So 1 over f is equal to n of the lens, that means refractive index of the lens minus 1, R1 and R2. R2 කියලා කියන්නේ අනිත් එක්කනට right. ඒකෙන් මම ගණන් දෙකක් විතර කළාම you will be done. So ඒකයි මේ optical systems and optical instruments can do then we can do the question from this. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වා නේද හිතන්න කියලා මේ lens systems දාලා මොකක් හරි කරන්න කියලා. Can you remember? ඔයගොල්ලන්ට inventions මොනවා හරි හිතන්න කිව්වා නේද? හිතුවා. කොයි කාලෙද හිතන්නේ? Lessons 2 lectures back කියලා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොකක් හරි invention කරලා හිතලා නේද? දැන් හිතන්න පුළුවන් නේද? Now you know the questions කොහොමද දෙන්නේ කියලා දන්නා. So you can think of an invention. If we can do it or can't, then check it. Right. මේක මේ R1 R2 ආපු තැන තමයි වෙන්නේ. එක R1 එකක් කියන්නේ මෙයාගේ පිටිපස්සට එක. මෙයාගේ R2 කියලා කියන්නේ අනිත් පැත්තට. ඒතර R1 R2 lenses දෙකට ඉදි shapes දෙක. වක්‍රතාව දෙකක් පේනවද? Can you see in the convex lens and concave lens? ඒතර diverging එකට මෙයාට මෙහෙමයි. Positive එක කෙනාට මේක මේ මොකද මේක කෙනා ලියා ගන්න. Positive converging වලදී R1 positive R2 negative F positive. නෝනේ negative lens එකකදී නම් R1 negative මෙයා negative වෙනවා. මොකද equation එකට lens makers දානකොට positive negative දාමාලා දාන්න. මේ අවස්ථාවන් දෙක ලියා. ඊට පස්සේ දාන්න. sign convention එක වැදගත්. රාජ්‍යද මිසුනේ අද Excel function. ये पार्ट मिसुना तो नहीं बोल दांडा दे निकल में अंदर की सेची करना अपना है दांडे पिघल दान नो दे दांड done ඔන්න ගානක් බලමු මෙතන කියලා තියෙනවා consider එක okay example 1 refractive මේක කරනවා last time ඉඳලා තියෙවයි නමුත් කමන්නේ same refractive index of a lens is given as 1.5 normal glass two curved surfaces have radius of curvature 10 and minus 50 එළිය මේගොල්ලෝ find එකෙන් දීලා calculate the focal length of the given lens and කෙලින්ම දැන් මෙහෙම දීලා දෙනකොට කොහොමද දැන් මේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පේනනේ refractive index එක දීපු ගමම you have to go for the මේ මොකක්ද දුන්නේ නැතුව හිතන්න නම මේ answer එක තියෙනවානේ so refractive index එක දීපු ගමම you should be idea this data has to be done using sensible R1 and R2 දීලා දෙනවානේ so මෙයා minus plus එකක් දීලා so මේකට කෙලින්ම දාලා f එකේ 1/2 Can you do the calculation? Yes. This is an easy one. Ganan හදන්න කියන්නේ මේක answer is given but once you do the calculations ආරකට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කරන calculation system එක අනුව answer එක එන්නේ once whatever the thing that you get upset places calculation errors you can clarify verify ask the information මඩක් මම you you need to work it out you also do the same. But last time put that picture of that I can see. You have it. Ah. Next week I'll try to do some activity. Targeting activity I'm good at and like yeah, you are doing work for your work. I get a lot of and suddenly I need some lot of a positive or negative response. Because you guys are finishing in June even here. രണ്ടോണ്ട് തമ്മിൽ പ്രശ്നം കാരണം ബാഗ് if I really like to അപ്പൊ ദാസ ഞാൻ എന്തൊക്കെ answer again another 12 centimeters. Is it coming? 12 point something something then 112. 112. Okay. Get the answer. Right, those who have done that, can you go to the question number 1? Refractive index 2, curvature is 20 and minus 35. Right? In that case, this is make me sulu kirime awala tiyana. You can write. Next. All right. Question. Maybe answer එක නම් මෙච්චර normal දෙන්නේ නෑ නම normal 9 centimeters ගණන් ඇති මේ දේ. Check whether you are. So for exam, you will get a question like this. Right? Unlike you are. Right? For exam, you will get a lens maker questions. May set again. The numbers are not right? What is lens maker's equation? How do you identify? Tell me the terms, explain the terms, and then the easy. මේවයි දාන රිවිවුනා මම බලන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ අතලේදී උදේට මාරු වෙනකොට දාන answers substitute. So they have given the refractive index is 3, that means 3 minus 1 window, and radius is 30 and minus 45. 30 and minus 45. ඒ දෙන පිළිවෙල එකයි ළමයි F1 ඉස්සෙල්ලා දීලා F2 දෙන්න. නැත්නම් අනිත් පැත්ත දෙන්නේ නැහැ. Respectively කියන්නේ ඒක පිළිවෙලින් 30 minus 45. එන R1 R. So okay, another one of my questions here. Yes. Nice. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට එනවද? හරි. Are you sure? Here we go. Next, question 3. Same thing, another different way. Radius curvature again R1, R2 කියලා දිනවා. අප double convex lens 20 centimeters and 25. ඔන්න එතකොට F1 and F2 respectively. Focal length එක 15 centimeters. Refractive index එක කියලා. ඔක්කොම ගලනේ අහන්නත් refractive index කියලා. Refractive index එක කියලා. So F is given, R1 given, R2 given. මතකද දන්නේ අර convex එකේ R1 R2 පළවෙනි එක කියලා R1 positive R2 දෙවෙනි එක negative වෙන්න කියලා ඉතිපරේ ඒක තමයි minus 25 minus 25 දැම්මේ. They're asking the mu value. Right? Now, any question number those who have finished it? Try question number 4. ඔන්න තියෙනවා biconvex lens එකක්. හැබැයි focal length is 3.3 divided by 4 times quarter times of the radius of this. Calculate the refractive index of the lens. ඒකෙන් දැන් biconvex එකක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි radius එක වගේ quarter times තමයි focal length එක. ඒ වක්‍රතාරය වගේ 4න් 3ක් තමයි focal length එක කියලා අපිට තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට how do we know R1 and R2? Focal length එක මෙයා times නම් right? A biconvex lens. Focal length එක 3 by 4 times of the radius of curvature of either surface. And the surfaces දෙකත් එක්කම සමානයි. ඒ කියන්නේ focal length එක ළමයි මේක කෙලින්ම දීලා තියෙන 1c. මම ඒකයි මේක දැම්මේ. Focal length එක is equal to of either surface. එන්න මේ වචනේ තමයි අල්ලන්නේ. මේ R වගේ අවස්ථාවෙත් එකක් තියෙනවානේ. එහෙම R එකයි. එහෙම R එකයි අපි යන්නේ. මේ දෙන්නගේම සලකා බැලුවොත් F කියන්නේ 4න් 3. يعني කොයි පැත්තෙන් ගත්තත් 4න් 3. කොයි පැත්තෙන් ගත්තත් 4න් 3යි කියන්නේ මෙයා වගේ ඩබල් වෙන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. අනික මේක by convex. සමානයි නේද? by convex නම් මේ දෙන්නගේම R1 R2 කියන දෙන්න එකම වැල්යු එක. එතන ලස්සන සම්පූර්ණ ෆ්‍රේම් එක කියන්නේ වක්‍රතාව දෙක සමානින්ද මේ? ඒකයි මෙතන R1 R2 එකම දාලා තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි දෙවෙනි R එක -R කියලා දාන්න ඕන. හරිද? අන්න දැක්කා. ඔය පොඩි චූටි points පේන්නේ නැති. then mu එක ගන්න 1.66 එනවාද කියලා. Any questions? Make it done on other than the one that can. Then shall we try the last one? Come on, normal open balloons. Umbrella. Everything nice. Last one, try to run. One class. The main one you last time you want to read the estimate places, right? Answer the question. So do it in the final. Good. So the last one, try curvature, plano convex lens. Plano convex lens එතකොට එක පැත්තක් plano convex නම් කොයි වගේද යන්න ඕනේ? On your side business. ඒ කියන්නේ එකක් R1 අනිත් එක R2 infinity. එතන මෙයාගේ කොහොමද අදින්නේ? මෙයාගේ නම් මෙහෙම R1 එකක් ගියතර මෙයාගේ R2 කොහෙ යනවද දන්නේ නැහැ. So R2 is infinite minus R1 මේකල දීලා තියෙන්නේ කොයි පැත්තටද? R1 focal B වල බලන්න. Focal length එක තියෙනවා plano convex R1 අනිත් පැත්තට. බලන්න මම මම කරලා plano convex එකේ පින්තූරෙකෝ. මේ පැත්ත R1 මට පැටලුණා ඉංග්‍රීසි last one. Right. එතකොට infinity આવොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? 1 over infinity it should be 0. Radius of curvature. So I guess everybody signed. 15th February season, we have you started there and 18, 27, 29, 27, question, right? Other Andhra is 15, 22nd, 29th. I think that's June 2nd week. And it's a Kali. And it's subjects. They go to 13 lessons here. Video. അതിലേക്ക് 1/r തന്നെ ആറിലേക്ക് 1/r എഴുതി എന്തായിരുന്നു പറഞ്ഞത് ലാസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റെപ്പ് കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ അറിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല One over R carry 0.4 adequately 0.08 injuries. R carry 0.32 then. Alright, within 3. The calculations. Thank you. I just take it from the books. Right, done. Any problems? Ahanda, last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, problems ahanda kina. Right? My problems kina. Let's see. Any questions from YouTube? Any questions? Questions? No, 10 minutes. How about you? Did you go to bed or something? Nice. What you are going to finish? One idea when will be the exam? Because I learned July they are going to take another batch. Right, start studying, right? Okay, we'll see you on next 16th then. One of my questions in the meantime, I need somebody got a balanda, place factor medium. What is it? You need it for educational purposes. Because I tell you, mom, do I need it? You are not going on the path of okay. So I should have your will. If your will is not there, mama killer then the time about just ask. I will try to organize. I had no idea. But the thing is, I wanted to go see the landscaping time. Private so wherever I wanted to get the notes. If I organize, so everybody will have exposure to something. I need a good place. I'm searching. I'm also searching, but in the meantime, I'm busy with my aerobic session, and 31st, I'm going to do a laboratory. Physics lab by the government to give the lab exposure of international laboratory standards. Russia being able to go optics. I'm trying to see. ഇതിൽ കൊടുത്താൽ മകൾ അവൻ I need to pay for ഇതിന്റെ പേരാകിട്ട് അങ്ങോട്ട് അകത്തേക്ക് കഴിച്ചില്ല ഇവരുടെ റിഫ്രഷ്മെന്റ് ശുദ്ധിയില്ല വീഗൻ ശുദ്ധിയില്ല മവാനാട്ടം something for the stress relief. In the meantime, if you really like it, put up in the garden. If it is unable, I will try personally to find out a particular place that is good for you practically. You cannot ask the man for a nutrient things and you pay now. You know, put up. One day you need to have medical keyboard. Did you check those interferometers, Rayleighs? Clients. I asked to find more about it. Light prisms. Let's see. Okay. See you.